Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energies and predictions for the sign of Gemini for the month of July. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what's going on for you here for this month of July, this brand new month of July 2025. Now, we have a lot going on astrologically in the month of July. We have new moon in Capricorn. We have Uranus entering Gemini, which is a huge one. And then we also have the good old Mercury retrograde coming back in here in July, which will be on July 18th. But do not stress about the retrogrades. We have multiple retrogrades a year. It is what it is. The world keeps spinning. And yeah, there's nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. So let's go ahead and let's put these all set up. Let's get these all set up in view, and then we'll get into it. All right. Cool. I think that's looking just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have strength. So this is, I was about to say lion energy, you know? You can see the person here, they have tamed the lion, right? This represents bold action, right? Not many people could do that. The strength card represents bold action, having perseverance, having courage, being confident in a certain direction. Okay, I like this because it could suggest that whatever you're going through right now, whatever difficulties that may be present for you in your life or in your situation, you can overcome these difficulties, right? You can roll with the punches, so to speak, okay? So I like this a lot. There's an energy of power as well that comes with the strength card. And yeah, it's also Leo energy. Leo season is just around the corner here. We are in Cancer season as we look at July, but end of July we'll shift into Leo season. But anyway, all right, like this for you. Now, you have a really nice reading here, okay, Gemini, looking at these cards. And I think that certainly at the beginning of the month, there's something that you're a little bit concerned about, but it's going to work out for you, okay? It's really going to work out for you. And I think that this might even work out a little bit better than you planned or expected, really. So let's dive into this. So in the middle here, you have the Six of Wands. All right, Six of Wands. You actually have two social media cards here, Gemini. Okay, the Star and the Six of Wands. These are social media cards. I attach them to social media. So the idea is that you may be out in front of people. You can see that this person is in front of a crowd. They're being paraded through a crowd after they have just triumphed over some sort of challenge or battle. Okay, so when the Six of Wands comes, it says that you can find success in your life, particularly if you've had some difficulty in the past. Okay? So it's a general sign of success, but it also may see you being in front of people. And in the modern age, in the modern times, that many times comes through social media. All right? So I think that there is something connected to that for some of you, especially if you are interested in starting like a Facebook account or like a Facebook page or a YouTube account, whatever the case may be, a YouTube channel. This could be a really great month for that, especially with this strength energy. You know, having confidence to be in front of people, you know, that's a skill, right? And also Leos are really good at being in front of people as well. So this is something, but I see that you're having some success in an area here, for sure, with the Six of Wands. Let's see what that area might be around, okay? Now, in the first column, you have the Nine of Swords, the Death card, and the Three of Pentacles. Some of you are a little bit concerned about like a workplace change here. There may be a new colleague coming in to that's working with you, okay, in some way. Or there may be just like something at the in the workspace that you're a little bit concerned about. The Nine of Swords is a card of stress and anxiety in the tarot. You can see this person here is up late at night. It can indicate nightmares. But it's a fear card, okay? It's not just about stress and anxiety, it's also a fear card. They're worried about these swords coming down and hitting them. But they never actually hit them. So it can represent fears in the tarot as well, right? when you get the Nine of Swords. But the thing is that you have this strength energy, which strength is all about going through the fear and being fearless, being bold, being brave. With this Nine of Swords, it feels like it's really connected to this Three of Pentacles as I look at this. Three of Pentacles is your colleagues usually in the tarot. It can say that you're doing some good work here. You see the mallet. The mallet is an indicator of skill in the tarot as well. And like building something, this idea of like building here as well with the anvil. But it does feel like maybe there's a workplace shift here. There's something about another person that is showing up at the beginning of the month. And I think that it's not a big deal. I'm going to be real with you. I think it's not a big deal. Okay? I think that there's some storytelling here going on in your mind with the Nine of Swords. Like you're thinking about all possible outcomes and maybe you're allowing that to sort of take hold. But remember, you have this idea of being brave and bold this month. Okay? So there may be a little bit of like choppy waters in the work area, but I don't energetically feel like it's a big deal. Now with the Death card represents a transformation in the tarot. It's a positive card. Okay? It can see you going to a completely new place or making a major shift or change in your life that changes your trajectory or where you are. Particularly good if some of you need a change. If you really need a change, the Death card is a card you actually want to see in the tarot. It can also indicate that there is an ending going on, okay? But there's a change here. There's very much a change here, and you're a little bit concerned about it. But I keep going back to this idea of the Strength card, and you have a lot of good things to look forward to here in this reading. So let's move forward to the middle column. You have the Ten of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Ten of Cups, let's just start with the Ten of Cups. Where do I start, right? So I've already talked about the Six of Wands. With the Ten of Cups, it really can talk about some level of happiness coming into your life. It's like this windfall of happiness here. It's one of the happiest cards in the tarot. And you can see it's sort of like an idyllic scene or picture here. You see the family on the bench. They own the home behind them. There's a rainbow. It's good weather. Like it's this energy of something going really well for you in your life. And the Ten of Cups can also be a completion as well in the tarot. And I like to associate the Ten of Cups with your house or with real estate. Okay, so there may be something going on like house improvements is what I just heard, or home improvements is what I just heard, or some of you may be thinking about your living situation here. And this could be pretty positive for you here in this month of July, for sure, with the Ten of Cups. I would deal with whatever's going on here in the workplace. I would try to handle this, by the way, before July 18th, if you can, if that's possible. If it's not possible, then it's okay. But if there's something going on the work front here, or even if you're doing like home improvement or you're doing a project or you're thinking about moving, I would try to lay the groundwork before the 18th, because it doesn't mean that it'll go bad after the 18th, but it means that there could be delays or just hiccups. Okay, so to reduce the stress, it may be a good idea to take a look at that time frame, okay, that deadline for yourself if you want to. But it seems like there is something that's coming into your life that feels really nice here with the Ten of Cups and the Six of Wands. A lot of success for you. You have to deal with something, but it feels like at the same time there's something really nice coming in. You do have the Six of Pentacles. This could see you looking at like where you're placing your money, okay? This is even a card that I like to associate with like lending. But actually now that I look at this here with the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, there is something about the money, okay? There's something about the inflow of your money here, okay? There's something about the inflow of your money that you are looking at. So in other words, I think you're looking at your like bills, like your spending, okay? You're looking at your spending. The phrase is not coming into my mind, but you're looking at your spending, you're looking at your input, your output, okay? How much are you bringing in? How much is going out, okay? You're doing a little bit of budgeting. I think this is the word I was looking at, budgeting. And I will say that there's an opportunity here for money to either increase or decrease, okay? And the reason is because of this combination of the Six and the Two of Pentacles. Let me expand on that here. You have the Star, the King of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles may indicate that money goes up, money goes down, money comes in, money comes out. Okay, it's this like situation here where money is in a sort of a state of it's fluctuating, right? You're trying to balance out the financial situation. Sometimes I like to say that the Two of Pentacles is a paycheck to paycheck card, okay? And I think that some of you here are looking at that. There's an opportunity for it to be either increase or decrease. I do like that there is success here for you with the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups. I also like that the Star is here as we look at whether money is coming in or going out, or money is going up or going down here. I also like the Star's influence as well, because this can represent a wish being granted to you in the tarot. It's a generally positive card, and it can indicate being in the starlight, which again is why I associate this with social media here. Six of Wands being in front of people, being in the starlight. So some of you really putting yourself out there during this period of time, and that could influence your financial situation in some way as well, as we're looking at this here. Now, it also a very good card for health, right? If you've been on the mend, or you're trying to find the right health practitioners, or whatever the case may be, the Star can be very, very good for that. Now, the King of Swords, it can indicate that some of you want to maybe take decisive action on something. When I see this King of Swords, this is a card of authority as well. When you see this, it can represent an air sign and a fellow air sign in your life, usually a Libra, but it could be any air sign. But this is somebody who may be a subject matter expert, okay, the King of Swords. And maybe this is what it is for you, okay? So maybe some of you are looking at a financial situation, whether it's lending or debt consolidation or whatever it may be, and some of you may be looking towards an expert in that field, okay? So some of you may be getting help from others, somebody who's a subject matter expert. This could be the case. What I really want to do is I want to go ahead and clarify, because there's something about this financial situation here that I'm now really honing in on based on these cards. Now, you have 1, 2, 3. Okay, you have 3 major arcanas, but the majority of the cards here are minor arcanas. So minor arcanas are usually your day-to-day. Okay, it's what's going on the day-to-day level for you. So, yeah, this is, it's like the mundane parts of life that we all have to deal with. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's pull some oracle cards for you. We'll move into the clarifications portion of this reading. Okay, I take these 3, and then I wanted to take this one. Okay. Okay, guess we'll take all of those. Energy on the bottom, you have Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. If you, like, you shouldn't feel embarrassed. There's nothing wrong with reaching out for help, okay? Like, if you need to talk to someone, like an expert, or find the right services for yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't feel like any type of way about that. You have the Oracle card, wait for important information, as well as She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. Okay, that She-Wolf energy is very similar to the Strength card, so that is very nice for you. You then have Winter, take care of your needs, as well as Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Take care of your needs. I do think that some of you, yeah, there's something that you have to take care of here, especially in this first column at the beginning of the month, as it relates to a work scenario. And remember, it is summer. So you have summer, bask in joy and light. Enjoy depending on where you are in the world, assuming you're not one of my Aussie or Kiwi viewers, assuming you're not one of those, but you're, in the West, right? You're in the US or whatever. It's summer. Enjoy the good weather. Like, remember that. Bask in joy and light. And then you also have Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. Can you do something to ground yourself? A really great way I like to ground is just in the morning, put my bare feet on the grass. Like, it feels really good. Some of you may want to do that. Or just take if you have a lawn, if you're capable of doing that, like walk barefoot on the grass is really nice. A good way to ground yourself. But remember to go out there and enjoy a little bit, right? We're just at the start of summer for many people. And there's a lot of summer to go. So, yeah, keep that in mind. I wouldn't say start of summer, but what I should say is there's a lot of summer to go. Okay, so at any rate, Gemini, let's go ahead and let's start to clarify the original 9 cards here by pulling some more cards. Now, I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I do hope things are going well for you, Gemini. All right. All right, you have 10 of Cups again. Amazing. All right, amazing. That's really great energy. You have Knight of Wands and the 2 of Cups. Okay. This really isn't a love reading. Certainly not feeling any energy for singles here. So, but we'll see what comes in after. But actually, as I look at this, for singles, Knight of Wands into the 2 of Cups, you could suddenly meet somebody actually here. This person might, this person could actually open your mind a little bit. Okay, this is for the singles, single Geminis here, okay? Because the 2 of Cups is a really good love card, and then the Knight of Wands is somebody who's passionate, adventurous, exciting with the Death card, transformation. And then this person may even be connected to work in some way. Or you might meet this person through a colleague, or you might meet this person through a friend of a friend because of the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so that's the message for the singles. This might be exciting with the 10 of Cups there. Now, for the main timeline here, 2 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. I think there's a partnership forming here in the workplace, or if you own a business, that is not the worst thing. Okay, so there's a little bit. I talked about this first column. You're stressed about it a little bit. I don't think that this is a big deal. I don't, because I think it's going to work out really well, especially now that I've got this double confirmation of the 10 of Cups there. Yeah, I was pretty spot on there at the start of this reading, which I feel like some of you are really, really worried. You're making a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, and this is going to work out. It's not a huge deal. There is something about moving here for some people. There's something about your living situation here, which I think I've been calling for Geminis for a long time. With the Knight of Wands, this is the biggest card I see when somebody's ready to move. And this idea of the house energy, the home energy here, this might be on the table, it might not, it depends. You have the King of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the King of Swords. So you have that King of Swords again here. I'm going to make a strong recommendation for people who are looking at your money situation. Okay, remember, this is something that I'm really honing in on. I really think you should connect with an expert, Gemini. Really think you should connect with an expert, especially now that we have this King of Swords clarifying the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is a card I associate with lending because it can mean money going out, money coming in, okay? Placing money somewhere, taking on money, okay? Use, how do I say this? Cross your T's and dot your I's, okay? Double check any sort of contract that you are entering into, particularly, throughout the entire month of July, but particularly after the 18th, but the entire month of July, before you sign on the dotted line, you're going to want to double check, okay? You're going to want to go through that with a, very specifically. You're really going to want to go through something, line by line. Yeah. This is kind of strong here, I think, for some of you, okay? So I would say it's interesting, during retrograde periods, people spend on things, on useless things, or people like to spend a lot during retros. And also, it's very possible to get into a bad deal during a retrograde. For example, if you're purchasing a mortgage, the interest rate may be high. Or you're purchasing a car, you may have bought more car than you need, right? So these types of things happen during retrogrades, okay? So this is something you want to take a look at, Gemini, in this month, if this is on your radar. Especially with this Ace of Pentacles. I like this though. Some of you are planting a seed in the business areas of your life, which is really nice with the Ace of Pentacles, particularly the social media people here. And the King of Pentacles, look at your habits and your routines this month. Okay. You have the Hanged Man, you have the Justice card, and then you also have the Chariot. Okay. There's a Libra here as well showing up for some of you. The King of Swords twice and the Justice card. Okay. That's not going to be for everyone, but for some of you. Justice card, though, look, these are also legal situations. King of Swords may be the lawyer in the tarot, and then the Justice card is the biggest card of legality or the law in the tarot as well. So this may be on somebody's radar, or you may be dealing with something here connected to that. But I would also say that the Justice card asks you to take accountability for your actions as well. Okay, it's a big card of taking accountability because the Justice card says that we all get the outcome we deserve. And that is based on what we're doing. It's based on our actions. Okay, so this idea of taking accountability may be big for you at this time. And looking at something in an objective way as well could be very clear. In a very clear, objective way could be very useful for you, particularly around any sort of financial dealings that you're doing. Okay. Hanged Man. I think some of you have an insane amount of potential to be in front of people, show off your skills, your talents, but you have to embrace it here with the Hanged Man. Hanged Man's not embracing their gift, which is the Death card. Okay, number 12 into the Death card. The gift is the transformation, but they'll never receive it if they don't let go. So I think some of you have an opportunity here to really be in a strong position in some area in your life. And then the Chariot says that you have some victory here as well. There's definitely victory, but I really want to, this is a really positive reading, just to be very clear, but double, triple, quadruple check, especially in this month of July around any contract that you're signing off on, and Judgment. This is a deeper energy here. Okay, Judgment is a card of epiphanies and aha moments. So yeah. It also is very similar to Justice. Justice and Judgment, even if you hear those words together, they're very similar. Both cards indicate karma, and karma is the accumulation of your actions. So again, this idea of taking accountability for what you're doing is pretty big. All right, let's go ahead and let's see what is in the Kipper energies for you. You have Mature Woman, Family Room, Thoughts, Occupation, Change, and Main Female. Maybe some family discussions or family situations here showing up in this month. There may be a family gathering that you're going to this month as well. Okay, there could be a family gathering. That's nice as well for you. This is the Move card. Okay, you had the Knight of Wands. I don't know, Gemini. It's every single reading I do for you. You're getting the Knight of Wands. You're getting the Change card. Something might be happening here. There may be shifts going on for you. If it's not about literally physically relocating, but there may be shifts for you going on here. That changes going on just generally. So, and it may be connected to your job in some way. But your job situation feels fine. I think some of you are maybe concerned about something, and it's actually not a big deal. But anyway, this is what I have here for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed the reading, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will certainly be talking to you again soon.